Good morning, third grade. I'm so happy that you decided to join me today in class. I hope that y'all are having an amazing day. It's going to be the best day ever. Make sure that you are keeping an attitude of gratitude and you are sure to be successful. So, today in our lesson, we're going to be talking about nouns and verbs and identifying nouns and verbs throughout the text. So, we know that a noun is a person, place, thing, or an animal. So, it's a person like mom or dad, a place like your house, thing like a tree, or an animal like a kangaroo or a bluebird. And a verb is an action word. So if I can do it, like jump, if I can think it, like dream, or if I can be it, like strong, then I know that it is an action word. It's a verb. So now I'm going to move on to my I do, and I'm going to reread this part of the text. As I'm reading the part of the text, I'm identifying nouns and verbs in the text to help me to be a better reader, writer, or thinker. Okay. So it says coronavirus declared a pandemic, says World Health Organization. These words flashed across my screen, my TV. So I see the word flash, and I know that to flash means that like it's blinking. So if it's flashing, that's something that can be done. So I'm going to add that as a verb to my list here on the right hand side. All right. And then it said what started in a market in the city of Wuhan, China, had spiraled into one of the biggest health crises ever. Hmm. Maybe there are some verbs or nouns that can be found in that sentence. What started in a market. I know that a market is like a store. So that's a place, which makes it a noun. So I'm going to add that to my list. Started in a market in the city of Wuhan, China. Started in the market in the city of Wuhan, China. The city of Wuhan, China. That's kind of like what we talked about yesterday when I talked about how the city that we live in is Dallas, Texas, and that's a proper noun. Dallas, Texas is the name of our city. And in our text, it says it started in the city of Wuhan, China. So Wuhan, China must be the proper noun. And I see the word city is just the regular old schmegular noun. So I'm going to add the word city to my organizer. All right, moving right along. So the city of Wuhan, China had spiraled into one of the biggest health crises ever. So I see the word spiraled right here. I know something's spiraling, that means that it's spinning. So if it's spiraling and it's spinning, then that's an action. That's something that can be done. That's something it's doing. So that's a verb. So I'm going to add the word spiral to my organizer. All right, let me keep reading. I have been tracking COVID 19 since its early days. I never thought it would affect the United States, but things were starting to get very, very real. So real, in fact, that my family had to change our spring break plans 5 times. Oh, he said his family had to change their spring break plans. I know that a noun is a person, can be a person, and he didn't say like the Jones family or the Garrett family. He just said his family. So it's not a proper noun, it's a regular noun. So I'm just going to add that to my list. And I have a space for one more noun or verb. He said that his family had to change our spring break plans 5 times. So if they changed something, to change means to be different. So if he's changing or if they're changing something, they're doing that. So change is going to be a verb that I add to my organizer. And I'm going to finish reading my text. We changed our spring break plans 5 times. Finally, just days before COVID 19 hit the United States, we decided to take a staycation. Cool. So now that I have identified my nouns and verbs, I need to use my highlighter tool to highlight what's a noun and what's a verb. So if it's a noun, I'm going to highlight it pink. If it's a verb, I'm going to highlight it blue.